It is September 13, 2029. Human exploration under the sea has advanced further with the construction of Okeanos, a sizable underwater base located in the Pacific Ocean's Kimiai Seamount, housing about 300 marine researchers and engineers. Most of the inhabitants have decided to live permanently inside the facility to conduct marine research more efficiently. On this particular day, biologist Drive, Erin Kendall is instructing her engineer husband, Sam Jordan, to properly handle a sea pod using an aquatic drone. The pod, which emits whale songs, is discovered faulty, prompting Erin to do a hard reset. However, worried for their safety in an upcoming mission, Sam insists on returning the pod to their laboratory and overhauling the power systems. Still, his wife disagrees as it will only delay their plans. At that moment, Commander Mitch Conrad checks in on the couple and praises Erin for her incredible breakthrough with whale communication, which he is proud to witness soon. After she steps out of the control room, Mitch turns his attention to Sam, advising him to be honest with his wife about his true feelings about their living situation in Okeanos. The engineer is concerned that she cares more about her research than their marriage. Mitch continues his pep talk, saying that he faced similar relationship issues with his wife, who he tried to divorce at one time, but solved through the relocation to Okeanos with the help of a wealthy benefactor, Brian Xanthes. He then advises him to sweet-talk his way with Erin to rebuild their love for each other. After the commander leaves, Sam checks in with Erin, who is prepared to dismount her aquatic shuttle from the station for them to journey together toward a whale pod zone. During their travel, Erin mentions that she hopes to attract a pod of spotted male humpback whales they encountered in Lahaina, Hawaii, with her revolutionary aquatic contraption, sampling their sounds with her linguistics program so that she can communicate with them. Sam shows little interest, as he is more concerned about laying out his issues with his wife about their married life. He becomes more irritated when Erin insists that they are meant to live in Okeanos for the remainder of their mission rather than a normal suburban one on the surface. Just as the couple argues, the AI computer announces they have reached the deployment site, which prompts Sam to release the research pod on the spot, activating the ballast and life support functions. Unfortunately, after connecting with the pod and sending the drone back to base, Erin is disheartened to see the backup power conduits become faulty once more. She then suggests that her husband manually fix the pod's issues, since it's part of his expertise. Sam reluctantly agrees, kissing her on the forehead despite feeling that she is still clueless about their uneasy dynamic in their ocean life. Upon reaching the top of the latch, he asks her to detach the shuttle and switch to the communication systems to pinpoint the cause of the power flow issue. Erin is initially nervous since she is less skilled than Sam in maneuvering a light vessel, so he guides her through it via radio. After successfully dropping down 30 meters away from the pod, Sam informs his wife that the issue with the backup power stems from a faulty relay. However, as he is about to fix it, loud static disrupts their conversation, followed by a massive tsunami that knocks the shuttle out of position, separating Erin away from her husband stuck in the pod. Some hours pass as the marine biologist awakens from unconsciousness, seeing a school of fish outside the window. She hears the ship's computer repeatedly announce an emergency shutdown, disabling the communications system. She hurriedly tries to reach Sam on the radio, but she can't get a hold of any communications with his husband. With no other recourse but to find the pod, she fastens her seatbelt and drives the shuttle toward the ocean's surface. Much to her horror, she discovers a dark, cloudy sky glowing in red as large meteors fall to the ocean, prompting her to dive deeper and avoid collisions. A few minutes go by, and Erin continues to contact the Okeanos base on the emergency channel. Luckily, Commander Mitch picks up on her signal, feeling relieved that she survived. Sounding utterly distressed, He informs her of significant structural damage and injuries at the base caused by underwater earthquakes of intense magnitude. He theorizes that a global catastrophe is happening and advises Erin to return to Okeanos without looking for Sam, since the shuttle does not have enough oxygen to sustain her while searching. Though somewhat discouraged by the commander's parting words, the biologist immediately returns to her terminal and studies the direction of the tsunami to determine the whereabouts of the missing pod. After writing down notes pertaining to the last known coordinates, she drives the shuttle back to the shockwave zone. After reaching some meters, the computer alerts her of the presence of metals, indicating that the pod may be floating nearby. However, upon reaching the location, she is horrified to see a large passenger jet, which has sunk into the ocean due to the falling meteors. She then puts the shuttle on autopilot while she breaks down, feeling hopeless with her search and rescue attempt. Afterward, she grabs a bottle of water from the storage closet and sees pictures of her and her husband living a happy life before Okeanos. Feeling a renewed sense of hope, she tries booting up the pod's uplink but sees that communications have not yet returned. Fortunately, after checking the linguistics monitor, she hears the whale songs emitted from the missing pod and realizes she can now track Sam more efficiently with their sounds. She heads out to the pinpointed location on the radar, where she spots the pod of spotted male humpbacks swimming, much to her satisfaction, as it has been her goal to contact them. Just as she enjoys the sight of the whales, the computer registers another metallic object on the horizon. This is the pod, which appears to be malfunctioning due to the damage sustained from the tsunami. Erin takes a deep breath as she slowly approaches the wrecked pod and retrieves the radio to get a hold of Sam once more. Suddenly, her husband coughs loudly, indicating he survived, despite being locked inside with a limited oxygen supply. He is ultimately distressed by the heat caused by the fire around him, so he will need to escape. Erin explains her difficulty in docking the shuttle to the pod as it drifts sideways, so Sam instructs her to input positioning coordinates in the system and turn on the auto-dock function. Finally, within seconds, the docking is complete, much to the relief of the biologist, who unlocks the hatch and reunites with her husband. As the computer warns about the ship's atmospheric integrity, Erin climbs on the ladder and carries Sam back to the shuttle before detaching it from the pod. As he gasps for air while sipping on a bottle of water, he tells Erin about getting knocked out by the shockwave from the tsunami and waking up inside a burning hot pod, unable to breathe properly. She then praises him for thinking about using the whale call to track his location, proving that the device works. Suddenly, the computer announces the levels of oxygen inside the shuttle have started depleting to 16%, which may not be enough for a trip back to Okeanos base. In the middle of planning what to do next, Erin eases her husband's fears about their marriage, declaring she has never given up on improving their relationship, despite their relocation to Okeanos. Though Sam is mildly unconvinced, she advises him to hold off their disagreements about their marital status and clear his head to figure out how to get back to base. He then asks her to combine his spare oxygen tank with the reserve supply inside the shuttle to keep them alive just enough to make it back home. Additionally, he requests that she adjust the carbon dioxide scrubbers to absorb the excess exhaust gas, check in on the cabin pressure sensors, and set the shuttle to autopilot mode. After accomplishing everything, Erin hurriedly curls up beside Sam and caresses him as they wait and worry about their fate. The engineer theorizes that the event that caused meteors to fall from the sky may be a sign that the world is ending. Erin questions him as to what they should do next, to which Sam has no idea as well. The shuttle continues its voyage, as the couple and the people on the Okeanos base have yet to face a new challenge, surviving under the ocean in the midst of the horrifying cataclysm happening above the surface.